All right, everyone, let's continue on now. Okay, now I have this one. This is the one I talk about a lot in my videos. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Blue Harbor Cove. Can find it in Ollie stores. Also, a romance made by Hannah Candles in the candle formulations in Ollie stores. This Blue Harbor Cove smells exactly like a romance brand from Hannah's Candles. They call it blue something. I can't remember right now. I'm sorry. Um, but if you smell them, they're identical. It's the same identical scent. But this was the original one. This was the Better Homes and Gardens Blue Harbor Cove. Love this scent. Love it, love it, love it. Even Hannah's Candles, the romance brand that are found in Ollie stores, it's identical, the scent. This here was the original label for it when Better Homes and Gardens had it first. It came in jars back then, the single 20 ounce, and it came in the wax melts. I don't remember it coming in any other version. There is nothing like this in Walmart anymore, except the closest one you can find is, if it's still available, again, you'd have to go to eBay, check Walmart's website. It was from Mainstays. It was the Laguna Waterfalls. It smelled like this also. This here is a clean marine water, not ocean, not salt water, not sea salt, nothing like that is in this. This is clean, fresh marine water, greens, again, like plants, like house plant smell, like maybe what the rainforest, would smell like, how they imitate the smell of a rainforest. So that's kind of greens is what I'm talking about. So it's clean, fresh marine water, green, thriving houseplant, rainforest type of a plant smell. Coconut. There's a coconut in here, like a sunscreen coconut. There's a slight touch of an ozoniness. And there's some kind of fruits in here, some kind of tropical fruits. This smells so freaking good. It kind of smells like a unisex scent that would be in fragrance, man or woman. It is so good. I love it. And I used a lot of it when it was in Walmart in the wax melt, but I also had it, like I said, in the big single 20 ounce candle back in the day. I do have a couple candles of it in the Hannah's Candles, the a romance line is what they call it. They're candles, and it's in all these, and you can get it for roughly like $4.99, $5.99 a jar. It's the identical scent. The Mainstays waterfall one smells exactly like this, like I'm telling you. That one is a little harder to track down because I don't think it's in Walmart's anymore. No more than this is in Walmart's anymore. But check your Ollie stores, not Aldi, Ollie's, Ollies. Look for the romance candles by Hannah Candles in the big jars, or if you can find the clamshells of this actually in Aldi's. Smell them side by side. They're identical. And so was the Mainstays Laguna Waterfalls one. It's all the same fragrance. But it just smells so clean and fresh, ozony. Clean, fresh plant. Not Christmas trees, not spruces, not pines, not that. And that coconut sunscreeny smell It's kind of like a by the pool scent without the chlorine water. It's so, so good and throws so, so good. 9.5 out of 10 on throw on this. Really good. Love it. It's always a dark ink blue, like an ink pen that exploded. That kind of ink, dark blue color that is the wax. Even in the romance line from Hannah's Candles, under the romance line, it's that dark ink blue color. Love it. It's so perfect. Year round, if you're a person like me that hates winter and you want tropical fruity scents around you as much as possible, take a mini vacation in your mind. Yeah, this would be that kind of a scent. Love it. Okay, then we have a few of these. There's a few of these in the bag. Just pulling them as I, one at a time. This is the Mainstays Strawberry Waffle Cone, which is still available in Walmarts. This is Strawberry Vanilla and Waffle Cone. Again, I say all the time because I don't pick it up. Maybe other people do. I do not pick up the strawberry in this, but you can always add more strawberry fragrance to this from vendor wax, or if you have some other strawberry scents from some other kind of retail wax, you can add more strawberry. But definitely get that vanilla and that waffle cone. And I pick up like that chocolate syrup that they put on Sundays, or even the frozen cones, like a King Cone, a Mr. Big, a Nutty Buddy, whatever you want to call them, and then a little bit of peanuts on the top. Yeah, that's what this smells like, but I cannot ever get the strawberry. I just don't smell the strawberry for some reason. That's exactly what it smells like to me. It smells like a Nutty Buddy, like I'm talking about, a King Cone. Definitely get that waffle cone smell. It is not like Bath and Body Works waffle cone business. It's not like that. It's different. But it smells like that waffle cone, and I'm telling you, it's that cheap chocolate syrup smell that's, either still liquefied or when frozen on frozen ice creams in the grocery stores. Or even at a mom and pop shop, you go in and you get a single Nutty Buddy or something like that, or a gas station. That's exactly what it smells like. But the strawberry is listed as the first scent note on here, but I cannot smell it for nothing. I can't. Definitely smells like a frozen cone, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, otherwise, it's good. I even get a tiny little smidge of the peanuts, the crushed peanuts on this. But, yeah, I wish the strawberry would come out more, but it doesn't for me anyway. But it is a great scent. It's still an overall great scent. Throws really good. This is an 8.5, sometimes even a 9 out of 10 on throw. And just put a few cubes in. These are half the size of regular cubes, standard cubes. These are half, so 2 equals the equivalence of 1. Even if you put 3 pieces in, I think that's more than enough. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm just saying, for some people who aren't, sure one way or the other, I think 3 of these things would be like 1.5 of a regular cube. That's more than enough that would get you through, unless you really want to load up your wax warmer. And just make sure you have a big enough dish when you're adding more. Because if your dish is if your dish is only a certain size and you overfill with too much wax, you're not going to get fragrance. It's drowning the dish is what it's doing, which then does not allow the scent to permeate. So that's why I'm saying 2. 3 pieces, half, or just 2, 2, and 2, unless you're a half a cube person also. Yeah, but there's just no problem smelling this, even when it's warming. Now, this is a good scent. It's still widely available in Walmarts. Very good scent. Alright, then this one's an oldie. Wish I could get my hands on more of this, but I went through a lot of it when it was in the Walmart stores. I don't even see this in Aldi. Aldi stores. I don't see it there. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Exotic Paradise Punch. I remember going through a lot of this. It was also in the single wick, 20-ounce large dark candles that they had of the Better Homes and Gardens candles that were in the tall jar with the bubble lid on, not the Mainstays ones that are, still available. This was in those bubble jar lids. That's when they had Mainstays, Better Homes and Gardens, and something else. They were all their large jar candles. This was in both formulations, but this was the Exotic Paradise Punch. And it was a blue color also, just a standard icy blue, kind of like the way this is, like a snow cone blue color, like of a blue raspberry or something. But this smelled, you can definitely smell the pineapple in this. You smell a cherry in here. You smell this blue fruit smell, like blue raspberry, blueberry combination. This smells like the drink called a Blue Hawaiian. That's exactly what this smelled like. Very strong scent when all the scents come together to create the initial scent. It even had that icy cool feel, how they can replicate icy coolness. It even had that. But it smells a lot like the drink called a Blue Hawaiian. This was a very good throw when this was warming. You know, back in the days when this was out, and I used to be in a lot of wax groups, and I would see people posting about this scent, and they would say their children even would pick it out of the baskets, you know, saying they wanted, you know, they wanted some of these viewers who had the children, they wanted them to put it in the warmer. They begged their mothers, you know, put it in. They loved the smell of it. But yeah, it smelled like it smells like a Blue Hawaiian or another drink called the Blue Smurf that you can get, you know, in bars. But yeah, it very good, very fragrant, very fruity, very tropical. And it was a good thrower. 8.5, sometimes a 9 out of 10. And it would last. It would not fade in a half hour, an hour and a half, 2 tops maybe. No, it would go and go and go. This was very good. I think I might have 1 or 2 of these somewhere deep in the stash in the back bedroom. Don't believe this is my last pack, but I don't have a whole lot. But I wish they would bring something back like this, even give it a different name. I would still recognize that, you know, it's scent. But no, I haven't seen anything or sniffed anything close to this ever since when it did make its debut and was in Walmart stores. No, but it would be nice if they did bring something like this back. So this was a very good one. Okay, then this was an old one too, when they started this with the 8Q business. Like the one I showed you, that was the sprig and the fig thing. I showed you the pink one here. This was the Better Homes and Gardens pineapple and vanilla. It's vanilla, verbena, pineapple, blackcurrant, jasmine, Lestea, Listea, Lestea, sandalwood, musk, and vanilla. But it was called pineapple and vanilla. And definitely got that Hawaiian tropical pineapple smell. Kind of the green of the pineapple, the outside green of it. You get that smell also. You get the sweet pineapple, but you get the green of it. Something very strong and astringent and very fruity, tropical. Maybe it's the vanilla. I meant to say maybe it's the lemon mixed with the verbena and then mixed with the pineapple. You can smell that pineapple, but then pineapple is like the initial smell of this. A fresh, cutly open pineapple still with it's greenery on the outside of it yet. I don't really smell this musk business. But with the lemon and the verbena, currant and everything all mixed together, it Yeah, that straight initial fresh pineapple with the skin, like I'm telling you, the outside of it. But then when it mixes with some of the other stuff, it's like, oh, I don't know, but it's very strong. And it was a great thrower. But you can only tolerate so much of this after a while because then it starts kind of smelling like body care mixed with fresh cut pineapple. But it was strong. Definitely a 10 out of 10 on throw on this one. Okay? But it does smell the way I'm trying to tell you, fresh pineapple cut open, but all this body care mixed with it, and they come together. Ugh, now, okay, this is an old one too. This is when they had these, what they called the dual packs, where you got one whole fragrance here, one whole fragrance here, and the cubes were quite small. They were probably about half the size too. But anyway, of a regular one. This was the Better Homes and Gardens Perfect Winter Kiss. One side of it was called Winter Cuddle, and the other side was Frosted Mint. These were also 2.51 ounces. Oh, they just cut these down to a much smaller cube size. Now, I remember when they came out with this, because other companies were doing dual scents and triple scents, not triple pour, like double the amount or triple the amount of a pour. Just a triple pour meaning 3 different scents, 2 different scents. That's what Walmart was doing with these Better Homes and Gardens ones of the day. As you can see, the Frosted Mint is here, and then the cuddling business is there. Now, this one was strong. This was strong. Both sides of this. The Winter Cuddle smells like woodiness, smokiness, outdoorness, flannel, man cologne. That got the gist of what I'm saying. Super duper strong, all on this side. Very strong, and when throwing it was strong. If you just used it by itself, 1 cube. Now the other side was the frosted mint. There's the mint, and it's got frost on it. Now it's on this side. You can still smell it. It smells like fresh picked mint again from the garden, or mint that you might grow on a windowsill or something. Very strong, fresh herbal mintness. Not candy-like in any way. Fresh, leafy mint. Very strong. Sort of a little bit of a eucalyptusiness to it for the frosty part. Also very strong independently. Then when you put the two together, it was another boom of strength. Yeah. So both of them independently were strong. Together they were still monstrous. Super strong. This is when they didn't skimp out on the oils. Oh, super duper strong. But yeah, this is a scent that my friend Heidi would like. Both of these, and then combined together. Yeah, this would be up her alley because she likes that kind of stuff. But also still on the Winter Cuddle side where they're holding hands in the flannel. Even after you close the container, you could still smell that man cologne, smoky, woody fireplace or campfire feel outside. You get that smoky feel, that smoky woodiness. Super duper freaking strong. I remember I can only use 1 cube at a time. I never even bothered mixing them because I thought, I just knew I wouldn't be able to handle it, so I didn't even bother with it. But 1 cube at a time from each side, each independent milk burn times. Yeah, but these are days again when they didn't skimp out on the fragrance oil. They were very strong, and these kind of scents together are strong, but independently they're strong. And there's a lot of stuff that smells like the winter cuddle side, where I'm trying to tell you, and I just described all of you, there's a lot of stuff still on the market from many companies, even just in Walmart, that have that vibe and feel to it. So, if you like that woody, smoky, man cologne-y, flannel-y, outdoorsy, yeah, that's what that side's like. The fresh mint side is a little, you'll smell something similar to it, but not exactly like it, if you can come across something like that. But this thing, this other side, the cuddle, winter cuddle, yeah, that is definitely a scent that has been given many different names by many different companies, and you can find it just about anywhere. Okay, I need to have a sip again. I'm sorry, but I need a sip or I can't talk right. I'll just stumble over my words more and more because my mouth is drying up. Okay, now this one here came out way back in the days in Walmart too. Ollie's does get it, at least mine does. This is where I pick it up. This also came in the jars back in those days when they had the Better Homes and Gardens tall 22-ounce jar, single wick with the bubble lid thing on the top. Also came in the 3-wick 11.5 ounce back in the day too. This is the Better Homes and Gardens limited edition. This was the Island Coconut Lime. There's a lot of scents like this still out on the market from many different vendors, whether it's vendor wax, retail wax, it doesn't matter. There's always a coconut lime somewhere. And this one here, like I said, I did get it at the Ollie's. Back in their day, it was $2 and then $2.22, and even wasn't these wax melts at one time $1.50 even in Walmart before the $2 story? But anyway, yeah, this one here got from the Ollie's, like I showed you. But I remember when it was back there, and this is another strong one. It is definitely coconut, but you get that lime. Is not overly sweet lime. It's like very limey, a little too limey. I need a little sweetness more with it. There is a sweetness in here, but not enough on the lime part. It's just sweet that you can definitely smell the sweet centered between the coconut and the lime. You could just smell a sweet vanilla, but the lime itself, I think, needs to be a little more sweeter, but that's just my personal preference. Yeah, but super strong. It smells like, and there's like an aquatic wateriness to this too. It's like you're at the poolside and you smell the water, and then you smell this, margarita coming your way. But you could smell the coconut of like sunscreens and tanning lotion. Yeah, but very strong, very fragrant, definitely fills up the room and lasts. It does not putter. This does not putter out in a short time. This goes and goes and goes. It's like the Energized Buddy. Goes and goes and goes. So, yeah, this is a great one. They did this right when they made it years ago, and they're still doing it the same way. They didn't, skimp on it. Even in present time, they did not, bring the fragrance down that it's so light that you couldn't smell it. No, it's still the same as it always was in every way. Okay, then here's another one of the mainstays. Kiwi Sorbet, already showed you one. Well, here's another one from my bag that I use, because the other one's somewhere here that I just showed you. Where did I put it? Among this empties, right here, I got it. So that's 2 of those I used so far. Again, use 2 more of that one up. Okay, so I said there's doubles, triples, and even beyond triples in the bags. Just how I pull this stuff out. In fact, I might not get through all this. I might have to let some of this sit because this video is going to get an extra long. But we'll see how far I can get. This is from Ollie's. They just recently showed this, but I already went through it. This was the Febreze wax melts. Originally, whoever their price was charging $3.25, but Ollie's charged $2.29 for Ollie's. And this was 2.5 full ounces of wax, but the cubes were extra bigger this way because they weren't as depth this way. And they made this container a lot larger than the standard everyday 2.51 ounce clamshell, which is this. So these are just wasted exercise packaging just to draw it out longer, make the cubes thinner, but still the same amount than just making a square like this with less packaging. But you know, companies. So anyway, this here was the watermelon scent. It says watermelon, and it shows watermelon here, but I didn't think it smelled. At first I thought it smelled like watermelon, but once it was warming, I didn't really get too much of a watermelon smell. I got more of a cantaloupe and honeydew type of fragrance off of it. Yeah, I can still smell it in here. It doesn't smell like true watermelon, like other watermelon scents smell to me. Even if they're candy, like they're still watermelon. No, this is definitely more cantaloupe and definitely honeydew. Possibly even some cucumber in here, but not watermelon. They're just telling you that, and then you either run with it or you try to figure it out and say, no, that really doesn't smell like watermelon, or you try to convince yourself. They're the only three things you can do. No, this does not smell like watermelon. It definitely smells like honeydew, cantaloupe, and a crisp cucumber. But it was good, and it threw strong. Only thing is it's that messy soy. Very messy trying to get it out of your warmer unless your warmer is hot, or unless you let it cool down. Stick it in the freezer for a little bit and then try to pop it out that way. But to try to just let it cool and pop it out without putting it in the freezer, very messy trying to get out of your warmer. Or dumping it off, wiping it with a paper towel, or soaking it up with some cotton balls, because soy is not it's not easy to clean. Where paraffin you can work with it better and not be frustrated and all that other jazz. Soy is very messy. In fact, I do have a clamshell in here I'm going to show you from another company, and it was a freaking disaster. I couldn't even get it out of the clamshell, right, to put in the warmer. So, yeah, but this went through half decent, but it just didn't smell like watermelon. Definitely smells like the other three things they mentioned. Cantaloupe, honeydew, and crisp cucumber. No watermelon whatsoever. Febreze does make good melts. They do last and they throw very well, just that some of them aren't exactly on key with the names that they give them. Now, here's the one I'm talking about. It was a shit show. I love the fragrance. I've bought it many years in a row. I still will buy it, but I'm just not going to run to a Kohls store to get it. I'll just get it through the mail. This here is from Kohls. It's from their Sonoma line. This here is the made with essential oils. Sonoma Good Life. This is 2.51 ounces also. This is regularly $6.99, it says. Right there. $6.99. But I get these always when they're on sale, and then using cold cash and additional coupons to really bring this stuff down. Because I will not shop in Kohl's anymore. I already told you that. If I want this, I'll order it through line and let them send it to me in the mail. I'm not going into the stores. But this is the only fragrance I love next to the actual Blue Hawaiian scent that they also make. They're the two that I like the most. But this reminds me so much of actually the name they gave it, Autumn Hayride. It smelled like you're at a hayride. This here was in a horrible, yucky split pea green soup color. It's always in that color. But the wax melts are soy. They're soy. All soy. And this was such a freaking mess, I couldn't even get it out of the clamshell, right? There's wax still stuck in there. Too soft. Very, very soft. Did not want to come out. Not one of those compartments is actually, clean. I had to squish them to get them out this way. It's all embedded in there. It is soy wax. Some of it is moving as I speak up here in this corner. It keeps sliding. It keeps sliding down. But it is a horrible mess. But the scent is exactly like an autumn hayride. It has a little bit of a warm feel. There's some cinnamon in here. Not red hot. Just cinnamon. There's a clean, fresh, like a hay smell. It is not flowery in any way. It's not floral and florally anyway. No. I don't know what the hell's all in it. As far as the scent notes go, but it smells like warm sunshine, a little bit of cinnamon, fresh hay, grassy greenness to it. There's an astringentness of something in here. But basically, when this is warming, it mellows itself out and it smells so freaking good. In here, it's very strong, very potent. That astringentness comes through, but when it's warming, you don't smell that. It just smells like warm sunshine. And you're on the back of a wagon taking a hayride. Oh, it smells so good. Always throws excellent. 10 plus out of 10. 10 plus out of 10 throw. Love this one. Ever since the time I had smelled it for the first time, I made it a tradition to use this one every year. Early, soon as fall starts. Yeah, and it's always in that horrible split pea green soup color, but they could have chose a tan or something for it, but I don't know. But the labels for it every year kind of always stick around this hayride theme also, and they're always pretty because it shows like hay and like greenery back here on this net. Very nice scent. I love it. And I love the blue Hawaiian scent. Yeah. Very strong. Very, very strong. But very messy in these clamshells. They need to add some paraffin to them. They come out better. But, yeah. Super duper strong. This one never disappoints. And it's very strong. In the package as well as throwing. Even the candle. Very strong. Very, very strong. Definitely, worth any price for it, for that matter. Yeah. Definitely reminds me of early fall. Alright, then this is an oldie from Aldi's. This was from the Huntington Home line. This was the Sugared Petals. When this came out, I had several packs of this. Not in abundance. I didn't go ape shit on it, but I did buy more than one. I had like 5 or so packs of this, maybe 6. I think this is my last one now. I finished it up. This one here definitely smelled of juicy orange. That juicy orange and that cranberry. Cranberry orange, kind of like Mainstays, Better Homes and Gardens in Walmart. Both companies, even, Mainstays, Better Homes and Gardens, and Sensational. All of them with their cranberry orange. The sweetness of cranberry orange, sugariness, a lot of sugar too. It smells just like any one of those that Walmart sells. From Sensationals, Better Homes and Gardens, labels, names, as well as the Mainstay. Sugary, sweet, orange, and sweet cranberry. Very strong too, just as strong as theirs, maybe just a tad stronger. Great thrower on this. You always get the 6 individual pieces. You never have to break them because they're poured right into their slots. Maybe they come up over once in a while, but not really. They just pop out independently. There's nothing to really break. They don't pour them up that high. Yeah, very sweet. Cranberry orange. That's basically what it boils down to, though they called it Sugared Petals. But very strong in the package, very strong when melting. Definitely juicy, zesty, tangy, and sweet. Love it all. Okay, then we have this one. This here I had gotten it, pretty sure it was Big Lots. This is when you got 10 of these pieces. You got 10 individual slots right here, all the same fragrance. It was in a dark navy blue shade. This was called Tartan Flannel. I think Yankee Candle had something called Tartan something one time in their candles. But this is Tartan Flannel. This was 3 ounces. 10 of these independent cubes. This was $3 back in the day when it was there a couple years ago. This here would also be something my friend Heidi would like up in Canada. This would be up her alley. This here was strong in the package, and it was quite strong when throwing. Again, this is another one of those woodsy Manny cologne, slightly powder, the flannel blanket was washed and it was dried with a powdery type fabric dryer sheet. And then this man cologniness, and then that woodiness. All together, very pretty scent. Actually, I don't like a lot of man cologne scents in regular fragrance, but I don't like them in wax melts that much either. But this one actually smells really nice because it has that woodiness, but it has that powderiness. That's what got me, because there's a powderness in here. It just smells really, really pretty. And like I said, it was a very dark ink blue color, very much like the Cove one I was talking about here back. That's more, watery business. This is more woody, cologne-y, powdery, kind of pretty for a man's cologne in a way. Even a woman, it can be like a unisex type of a scent in fragrance, just not the fragrance in the wax melts. Very, very nice scent. And it was a dark, dark inky blue color. The wax cubes were too. But I found that this threw well too. I can't help to stop smelling it because it has that powdery, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of an Old Spice. Old Spice has a spice, but yet it has a powderiness. That's what it kind of reminds me of in a way too. But very nice fragrance, very dark inky blue. Definitely threw very well. 2 pieces went for hours and definitely had a kick to it in the air. Yeah, it wasn't drowning. It wasn't you had to stand over it. No. Very, very nice fragrance. And of course it was from Big Lots. But it just tells me here that this was distributed by Big Lots. But it was made in the USA. And foreign parts and materials. But it just says it was distributed for Big Lots. So this was a very nice fragrance. So check your Big Lots. Maybe there's some laying around somewhere. Because, you never know in there. And sometimes they bring something back. Or they might change the name and label. But you'll definitely recognize the scent if you, sniff a lot of things. So, yeah, this was a nice one. It makes me think about Heidi. Okay, then this one here. Certain Walmarts still have this in their stores. Some don't. As we get closer to spring and summer, might pop up even more. But it came out, I think, last year. This was the Mainstays Driftwood Waves. This is marine, amber, and wood. Actually, like the label on there. If this big thing wasn't so big, this is really pretty. And even the colors that are used in it. It's like the sun. It's like the clouds in the blue sky. The clouds in the blue sky. Driftwood here in the picture. Driftwood here in the picture. Skies with a little bit of blue, but the sun is kind of coming through and it's reflecting onto the water, which has like a goldenness to it, but yet a pinkness to it. Very pretty. The way the sky looks is the way the water looks. And this one here was a strong scent. This is another strong one. It's in a light pink, very light, dusty rose pink color is the wax to this one. And those scent notes is all they give you, which again was marine, amber, and wood. Again, this one has that woody smell. It has that wood smell to it, the woods. Even though it's driftwood, it's still wood. You get that woody smell. You get that marine ocean water type of scent. a little bit of smokiness, a tiny bit of sweetness. It must be that amber doing all of that. But yeah, marine, amber, and wood. Yeah. And a tiny little bit of sweetness in there. But no heavy man cloning. I don't think so. Just definitely a lot of wood and amber in it, but and the wateriness. But definitely strong in the package. Definitely strong when warming. Doesn't matter what source of heat you use. This is strong. This is another one you can start to taste it on the back of your tongue, the back of your throat. Is super strong. 2 cubes equivalent to 1 cube is more than enough for this. You will choke yourself to Christ out. You really will. But kind of reminds me of being on the beach or a private beach where you could start a fire with the wood early in the morning or at evening time. That's what it reminds me of. Not a cookout, a beach bonfire type of a thing. But yeah, definitely a good one. And look for this in your Walmart because I've seen it yet. I know it came out last year, but it's out again this year. This is another great one. And it goes and goes and goes and goes. It does not putter out right away, but it is strong on cold and it is strong definitely when warming. Definitely strong. It's always those florals on heavy florals and Manny Cologne things. They don't putter. They just don't putter. They're very strong. They never, disappoint, especially if you're a lover of one or even both things. Okay, here's another one. This is the Illumiscent Summer in Bloom. This was sun-kissed honeysuckle blended with dewy greens, and that's exactly what you got from it. And the wax was white. It is by Candle Warmers, but it was bought in Walmart. And they got something like this year again. Summer blooms. Definitely get that honeysuckle. Definitely. As soon as you open this up. Again, honeysuckle. Soapiness, like those perfume soaps again that I'm talking about all the time. This is the kind of thing you would find in those soapy soaps, or if you want to use those soaps as sachets. And you definitely get that greenness, but very strong. This is strong. I can't emphasize how strong these are. They smell just like the perfume floral soaps that, that you get in those cute little gift boxes, or you get a number of them. And like I said, you can use them to wash with, your hands. Maybe you want to use them to wash your body. But some people, because they're so freaking strong and they're always done like in little flowers or roses or something, or maybe not even a flowerette sometimes, they use them in their lingerie drawers and things like that to use as a sachet because they're strong enough for one. But you also get that soapiness. But these kind of smells, these kind of floral smells are in those soaps. I remember finding stuff like that in the Ben Franklin and the McCourys when I was growing up yet. And you can still order this kind of stuff. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from other websites. You get it in gift sets. Yeah, but super strong. And when melting, yeah, another one. 1 cube is more enough. It'll choke you, even a half a cube, because it is super duper strong. Always these florals will get you. If you love them, then you have no problem. But if it's someone who says, oh, I like it, but not so much of it, well, then you need to find a way to tone it down. Cut it down this way, just to, once it fills your room, shut your warmer off for a while. Or maybe have to blend it with a vanilla scent. Yeah, I can take it this way, but once it's way up in the air and it's dispersing, it is just too much for me. I actually start getting a headache, a runny nose, everything. Yeah, but it reminds me of those fancy soaps. It reminds me of those perfumed soaps that smell like florals. So that takes care of that. Okay, this one here is still around. You find it in the bins. You might actually find it on your shelves. This one here is the sensational lemon blueberry donuts. Eat more whole foods. This smells exactly the way that picture looks. It smells exactly like a blueberry vanilla glazed donut that you can make your own. You can get them in a bakery. Ettimans, or how it's pronounced, Ettimans Bakery. They always had blueberry crumb type donuts or blueberry glazed donuts also. I'm sure other companies do also. Yeah, it's that nice blueberry smell, but you do get that frosted vanilla glaze and you get that bakery donut smell. You can never go wrong with this one. And like I said, make sure you have some of those donuts, or if not, some blueberry muffins near you, because this is going to make you want some baked goods, especially blueberry flavored ones. So this is always good. Throw's great. I give it an 8.5, 9 out of 10 on throw. Love it. My husband loves this scent because I told you, anything with blueberry, my husband loves. He loves blueberry fragrances, and he loves that blueberry cereal. The monster business. Okay, then we have, let me see here, right for now. Oh, here's another one of the strawberry waffle cones from Mainstays. There's 2 of them I went through. All right. And let me just look here a second. All right, right on top here of my bag, I have 2 of the Better Homes and Gardens rose water and coconut milk, which is sugared rose petals, summer berries, coconut milk, vanilla, and pistachio. I told you how much I love this. I bought so much, used so much, bought more, used so much, back and forth, back and forth. Never get tired of this scent. Absolutely love it. Rose water and coconut milk from Better Homes and Gardens. Love it. So I went through 2 more of this. Very good scent. Definitely can smell the sugariness. I wouldn't say exactly smell the rose all the time, but definitely smell that summer berry, vanilla pistachio-ness. I love it. Love this. Always will buy as long as it's still on the shelves or even in the bins. Love it, love it, love it. Never get tired of this one. Okay, great throw on it too. 8.5, sometimes even a 9 out of 10. All right, then I got this one. This I had bought, again, at a local grocery store here, family-owned Boyers. They do have some other locations under the Boyers name, but it's not something like Walmart, not that big. But they use them and Weiss Supermarket. People around here say Wise, but it's pronounced Weiss Supermarkets. They get these Tuscanies in too, and then other places get Tuscany. But I'm talking about my area. These are the only 2 places I can find Tuscany if I'm wanting them. That would be the Boyers or the Weiss Supermarket. They usually run them on sale 2 for $5 in Boyers, but over at the Weiss, they usually charge $3.99, $4.99 per clamshell. Though I don't really go Weiss that much for even grocery shopping because they're just too dear for me. Walmart, Aldi's, Boyers, and also Kohls down the street here where I live. I could shop better in there and come out with at least more, even with the increase in the hike in the price of groceries. I could still go into any one of those stores and come out better than if I went to Weiss. Weiss is just ridiculous. Even without inflation, they were ridiculous. But I'm saying where I could find the wax melts. So I usually pick them up in Boyers, 2 for $5, if I find things I like, which just came from last summer. This was the Tuscany Limited Edition Beach Vibes. It was pineapple, guava, and mango. Again, soy wax. But 2 for $5. I picked 2 different fragrances, this and something else, or was it 2 of the same? I don't remember. It's a summer ago. But I used it. I remember it being a yellow color. Pretty florals around the label there. Beach flowers. But the wax itself was yellow, sunshiny yellow color. And these are a hit and miss for me, in fragrance. Yeah, I can smell the tropical fruitiness of that pineapple guava in there. Papaya. I can smell without a problem, but sometimes the soy ones don't throw for me. It's what I'm trying to tell you. They might smell great in the package. They might even smell strong enough in the package versus weak altogether. But I can never really get these to throw. I always have a problem with soy wax throwing, unless it is really souped up with a lot of fragrance. But these can definitely be smelled. I don't have to strain my nostrils to smell it. My sense of smell. I can definitely smell it without pop. Just can't smell it when it's in the warmer. And then another thing is, once it's in that warmer, if it does actually throw for me, it only lasts about an hour, if that, tops. So no, I think when I'm in the store anymore, Boyers that is, no, I'm just gonna walk on by, pretend I didn't even see them, because I don't have much good luck with them. I don't know how other people have luck with them, because I've tried them every which way you can possibly, what you can do with a wax melt. You know, bulb warmer, actual tea light warmer, electric hot plate warmer. I can't get them to go any better, so I don't understand it. But yeah, it was a tropical fruity, beveragey type of a scent. All right, this one I reviewed a couple times. I don't think I have anymore, but the store probably does. This is from Hobby Lobby under the D&D, which is Darcy and David wax melt. This here was the jelly bean in a hot pink color, just like the label has a hot pink. The wax was even more hot pink, and this smelled of what it says on the label here: a fruity mailing of strawberry, pineapple, banana, grape, and orange. And yes, you do smell each of those. It has that sugary jelly bean smell. But then you get all the different fruits, like a fruit bag of jelly beans versus spiced jelly beans. And I like either. But that sugariness, you know how when the jelly bean has that sugary smell, but then when you break one open or you snip one open with your teeth, you know how that inside some of the jelly beans are kind of like that granulated sugar yet, and then maybe like a hardened part that's not granulated. It depends on the company, the people who's making the jelly beans. But yeah, it definitely smells like more than one flavor of jelly beans here. You definitely get the strawberry, you definitely get the pineapple, the banana, grape, and orange. Yeah, it smells like you opened up a bag of fruity jelly beans. And it is a great color, and I love that the color is extremely hot pink shade. I love it because I love the color of hot pink. But yeah, definitely check out your Hobby Lobby stores and check out these Darcy and David's. In fact, there should be some of these either on their website or actually in the store yet. This jelly bean fragrance comes back every year, and it is definitely a good thrower too. And it is a perfect fragrance. It smells just like a bag of jelly beans. Okay? Then we have this one, which is still available. Came out last year. Last spring and summer. This is the mainstay, the Aloha pineapple. Pineapple, guava, and sugar cane. You can still find this in Walmarts. And it is a golden... It's a warm golden yellow color, not just straight everyday yellow or very light. It's a golden yellow. And it definitely smells like grilled pineapple, sugariness, guava. You get that guava note, and you get those exotic tropical fruit type smells, just not guava. This is really good and throws good. It's great alone, but it is also great as a mixer with other stuff. It smells very strong in here. And it does good when dispersing. I definitely say it's close to a 9 out of 10 in throw. Love it. And these wax melts, the current ones for the last couple years right up to now, Mainstays put them in that paraffin Because when they had theirs in that soy wax suit, they were messy as all hell. Like I told you, especially the one with the cherry pie that I was talking about in this video. That's the days when they were really messy. The paraffin is much better. They plop right out. You can snap them easy, put back the pieces you're not using, and no mess. Love the paraffin better. So check this one out at your Walmart if you like pineapple. Or if you like tropical fruitiness, or you like tropical fruity beverages. Okay, this one here comes back every year in Walmart from Candle Warmers under the Luminescence name. This is the Juicy Watermelon Lemonade. Refreshing lemonade with juicy watermelon and mint. Again, this is the soy blended business, though. Right down there. Soy blend, but more soy than anything. And this definitely smells like watermelon lemonade. You definitely get that watermelon juice, but you also get that lemonade smell. Very zesty lemonade smell, but a sweetness at the same end. Yeah, it smells like watermelon lemonade by most companies, including Bath & Body Works. Very, very strong in the package. This one here, I'll say it does throw better than some of the other fruity or non-fruity scents other than the florals by this company, because the florals will knock you right out your back door. But this one does do good in the watermelon lemonade. It does get up there. 8.5 in throw. So this is, definitely worth it for a soy. That's what I'm saying. It's random. You never know until you try something. I give you my best honest opinion on everything, but your opinion may vary from mine, or someone else's may even vary from mine. But the point is, this is a good one. And I love anything watermelon lemonade. I actually like to drink watermelon lemonade already made from companies, or actually taking watermelon, cutting it up, and throwing it in, homemade lemonade at home. Or even if it's a sugar substitute lemonade, putting the watermelon. I love watermelon lemonade, let me tell you, I really do. Beverage or in any kind of fragrance, wax, even a body spray. I love the smell of watermelon lemonade. Okay, this is an old one, and I might have one pack of this left. It's a stretch on the one pack, buried somewhere in that back room of a lot more wax melt that need to see the light of day for as long as I've been collecting wax melts. But I use a lot, but I still have tons, people, tons. This is the Sensationals Limited Edition. This was the Nordic Lights. That has to do with being up there in ice, Alaska and whatever. This was a beautiful picture they put on this label too. Northern Lights. Hear me a roar. A roar. Beautiful. If you can find this somewhere where somebody's selling, this was in a deep dark purple, kind of like that purple, which is the same purple I talk about when it comes to Halloween. I call this Halloween purple, this color. Here, this was strong. I can still smell it in here. This scent was very hard for me to describe. You can, when this video ends, you can look up Sensationals Nordic Lights. Go to Google or whatever browser you use. Put this in and look through for what exactly the scent notes were for this, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But it is kind of clean and refreshing to me with a tiny bit of like a little woodiness. But it was super duper strong on cold. It was strong even when warming or melting, whichever word you want to use, melting or warming it. It was still strong, and it lasted. It did not utter out in a short time. No, it can go and go and go and go and go. And I had bought this many times when it first came out, used it, and then I actually got one or two in an Actum Rand of kindness from someone many years later. But yeah, this was a good one. They need to bring something like this scent back. This was really nice. And the label is just stunning. Love it. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay. Then we have this one. This one is from Dollar General, probably Family Dollar, I think so. But definitely Dollar General. I had bought many of these scents, many different variations of scents by this company when they came out. And also, they had the bigger candle, a bigger rounder candle in a pretty colored vase that was like frosted. And then they also had it in the third configuration, which was 2 votives in frosted vases. So it was the wax melts and the 2 other versions of candles. And they had many scents to choose from. I remember 10, 12, something like that. There was scents. And I had a number of them, and I had luck with some and not so much luck with the other. But this one here, you can still find these in some Dollar Generals yet. This was called the Cozy Place. This was supposed to be scents up to 160 hours per pack. It was the exclusive Room Bloom technology, room filling fragrance, 8 count of these circles, and the total package was 2.9 ounces. This here I thought was the prettiest one of them all, and it actually threw right for me. This was the peony or peony, whichever word you want to use, petals and magnolia. And it was in a soft, pretty pink, kind of like the flowers are right there of the peonies or peonies. 6 of them. To me, this was the best one. Even the name Cozy Place was right up in not embedded. God, people, I've had too much already, let me tell you. Engraved. It's engraved into the package here. Cozy Place. But here, tearing these apart, they don't stay together. This here, underneath, it always matched whatever they wrote here. But the paper, this was pink on the front, so the paper is pink. And then the ones that were orange and green and blues, whatever was in the square here and what they can replicate of a flower or whatever they're trying to talk about. Here, that being a color, this being the same color, well, the paper underneath would be the same color. In this case, this one is pink, soft pink, because of the peony petals. So anyway, this I can definitely still smell in this part and this part. Definitely can smell in both parts. Definitely can smell that creamy magnolia smell. Definitely can smell that creaminess of magnolia flowers. Loud and creamy. I think the magnolia really outdoes the peonies. Yeah, a whole lot more magnolia. They should have called it magnolia and peony instead of peony and magnolia. Yeah, very strong. In here, very, very dominating the magnolia flowers is. But this threw like a sucker too. This reminds me a lot of Downy. In a way, it reminds me of the original Downy that has that April freshness smell that they call it. Though there's flowers in that, that's what this reminds me of on the peony part of it. The magnolia flower part is very loud and very creamy. But when it comes together, yeah, it reminds me of Downy fabric softener, whether it be the sheets or the liquid. But it also kind of reminds me of the smell of original Dove soap with the rose scent in it. Yeah, kind of reminds me between the Downy and Dove. Dove soap having that rose scent to it. Yeah, but very strong. 2 pieces in the warmer. Overkill in the air, if you like that. Look this one up. Definitely overkill. I think 1 cube is more than enough. 2 was just too much. And went for hours. Hours and hours and hours. Just fill up your room, shut your warmer off, enjoy what is dispersed a lot into the air, and then turn your warmer on the next day and do the same thing. Because if you keep letting it go, you're going to get sick from it being that high of a volume of a throw in the air. It's just going to make you sick. You know, headache, you might even get vomiting and that. You can't be close in with certain scents that are monsters like that. But definitely this one was the top one. In all of the scents they had out, this was the best one of everything I bought. And I bought a lot of different, scents. But I like this one. So if you are a Downy lover or you love the smell of Dove soap, that would be it right here. And super strong. Okay, then I have one of these. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Sliced Apple and Cinnamon. This is apple, pear, sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove scents. This is always good, and it does smell like cinnamon sugar with apple. You do get a little of that clove in here. I don't really smell pie crust, but maybe some people do. But I know definitely in the warm apple pie one, both by Mainstays as well as Sensationals, you definitely get the pie crust in those two. This one I could see maybe getting it in some way, but not as much as the other two. You can almost smell that pie crust, but that clove is strong in here, mixed with that heavy duty, loud, red hot cinnamon. And the crystallized sugars and the baked apple. Yeah, apple cinnamon you can never go wrong with. This is a strong one. 9 out of 10 on throw. Okay. Then we have 2 of the Mainstays Frosted Berry Cupcake. Went through 2 more of these. Love this. It smells exactly like blueberry. I don't really get the strawberry or the raspberry this. I get more of a blueberry out of it. That's what my nose detects with cake batter. Not baked cake batter yet. Or blueberry muffin batter is exactly what it smells like before it goes in the oven. Love this. Always does well. Lasts. Great throw on this. 8.5 out of 10. I used up one of my banana and the pumpkin bread wax melts that I'm hooked on recently buying and using. This is so damn good. This is pumpkin, then honey, cinnamon, banana bread, brown sugar, vanilla bean, and caramel. Hell yeah, this is good. Super sweet is all I can tell you. Definitely get a little bit of that pumpkin. Definitely get the banana. Yeah, and the breadiness is wonderful, and the rich butteriness. You can get the butteriness from this, I guess, because of the caramel having the butter in. Very, very good. Throws well. Definitely an 8, 8.5. Sometimes even a 9 if you get a real juiced up one. Yeah, really good. Lasts long. Doesn't putter out long. This is wonderful. Day, in the morning, the afternoon, the evening. It doesn't make a difference. This is terrific. Love it. And I will continue to keep buying it as long as I keep seeing it. And then before you know it, fall will be here again. And it will be out on the shelves. They always bring it back. Okay, this one also I use a lot of. This one here is the Better Homes and Gardens Hawaiian Fruit Market. Very good scent, color, and the actual color called melon. This here is citrus, coconut, mango, papaya, guava, berry, tropical, sweet is a different thing. Not tropical sweet, tropical then sweet, and then vanilla. Very good. This is very tropical. Definitely coconut smell. Guava, papaya, love it. It's very tropical, fruity, beachy, cocktail type drink. Does well. Love the fragrance. Can't get enough of it. Really can't. I love it. Throw on this is 8.5, sometimes even a 9 out of 10. Does not putter out really fast. It goes and goes again, and also disperses very well in the air, fragrancing things up. Love it. Just so good. Love this one. Okay. Then we have this one. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Raspberry Vanilla Smoothie, which is out in Walmart stores or on their website. This is raspberry, vanilla, cream, and sugar cane. And it's in a pink color, the wax. Went through this. To me, this smells good. Definitely get like that raspberry. You get this creaminess like you do in a number of their scents that have cream referred to them. It's a warm cream smell, not a cold cream smell. Definitely get that berry, get the sugarness. But I don't find, honestly, I don't find it to last long. And I don't find it to get anywhere past a 6. That's the downfall of this for me. I would like if it was just a little stronger, just a tiny bit. But if you are a person who likes medium throw, this would be it. If you like fruits and cream and then a medium throw, yeah, that would be it. So, yeah, it is good. It's just that I just wish it was a tad bit stronger. And I don't think you really need to pair this with anything else. It does very well in the balancing of all the fragrances coming together. It's just really good that way. Just needs more some. To me, I think it needs a little more throw power, but everything can't be strong. So that's a good one too. Then we have, speaking of cranberries and orange, this is the Better Homes and Gardens Cranberry and Mandarin Splash. This is mandarin, tangerine, lemon, cranberry, and red currant. And again, that typical cranberry, sweet mandarin, sweet orange type of scent. There is no spices in this whatsoever. It's just juicy, tropical, and fruity. Love it. Very strong in the package, very strong on throw, and lasts, does not putter out. If you want the fall version of this, look at the mainstays, cranberry, mandarin, spice. This is splash. Theirs is spice. But all three companies, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about Better Homes and Gardens, Sensationals, and Mainstays. All three of them, they all have cranberry splash something or other. Cranberry and mandarin together. All three of them. Illuminescence, I'm not sure, by Candle Warmers and Walmart, I'm not sure if they have anything with a cranberry, orange, mandarin combo. I'm not sure. They might even, well, have as well. But this here, super strong, juicy, fruity, cocktailish. Love it. And there's even a little lemon in this one. So, got that one and finished it up. Very good. You can add other stuff to those if you choose, but I think they have more than enough scent notes in that they don't need anything more. All right, then we have, let me look here a second. We have 3 more, and that'll be it. All right, this one here is, as I was saying, Sensational's name as well as Mainstays both have exactly the same wording, warm apple pie, except one is more hot and spicier and more doughier. That would be the Sensationals one, where the Mainstays one is more sweeter and less doughy. But they both are called warm apple pie. So this happens to be the Sensational one that came out moons ago and still is always a big seller, and it's year-round. This the scent doesn't go away. It's there all the time because apple pie is a favorite for a lot of people any time of the year, any season, any day of the week. Just like some other scents, they're just everyday scents. They're just not geared towards holidays or special occasions. This here is the warm apple pie. I love going to grandma's. I bought this so many times in the past. I used it a lot, and I mean the past. And every now and then when I see it, I picked it up again. It's very, very good. But like I'm telling you, this one is packed a lot more with the spices. It has the sweetness of sugar, but it has definitely has that heavy cinnamon, red hot cinnamon. It has the clove mixed in there too. It has that apple note of baked apples, but you get that doughy pastry. A good homemade dough for pie crust from scratch. It's very good, very strong in here, and very strong when it's dispersing in the air, and it lasts. It does not putter. This is another one. It is very, very good, but it also Makes your mouth start to salivate, and you start thinking about a piece of apple pie. Yeah, very, very good. Strong throw on this. Definitely a 9 out of 10. Even a 10 out of 10 at times. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, then this one here was the Better Homes and Gardens caramel and bread pudding. I've bought a lot of this. I've used a lot of this. This is caramel, bread, caramel, then bread, then butter, nutmeg, cinnamon, dark vanilla, brown sugar. And it doesn't say anything here about pecans, that even though they're showing them, I do smell the pecans in here. Definitely get that caramelness. I get that butter. I get that actual butter scent. I get that sweet vanilla. It smells like a vanilla pudding mix before you add the milk and start beating it. Just a powdery smell when you open the envelope. I had a little bit of that pecan. This is another one. It's a tooth-achingly sweet type of a scent, but it lasts and it does disperse in the air very well. Love it. Absolutely love it. It is always available. Definitely an 8.5 out of 10 on throw. Love this scent. Okay. Then the last one I have for you is the Mainstays Vanilla. This is vanilla, buttercream, and marshmallow. And you smell all three of those in there. You can smell each one and you can distinguish between them. You can actually smell that marshmallowiness. Though vanilla is also in marshmallow, but you can smell the marshmallow. You can definitely smell the butter, cream, frosting, icing, whatever you call it where you live, and then the straight up vanilla itself. Yeah. Great standing alone, great as a mixer, great as a scent to tone other louder scents down, maybe. Yeah. I don't get no cupcake smell, even though they're showing cupcakes on here. I don't get the cupcakey part. Maybe somebody else does. But I definitely smell that buttercream. Then I can smell that ooey gooey marshmallowiness. Sugariness. From both the buttercream and the marshmallow. And that nice vanilla smell. It's just gorgeous. I love this scent. I love a very good vanilla like this and some other good vanillas. I hate if there's a stinky vanilla out there. A real horrible freaking stinky vanilla. But this one does good too. It does good on its own. It does good mixed. It does good toning down something if you need something to be toned down. Absolutely love it. It's hard for me to find a lot of times. I know a lot of people where I live, I can't say about elsewhere. Only you would know where you're, your neck of the woods, your region. Vanilla does not stay in my area or even outside my area a little ways. It is hard to find. People just scoop up vanilla because they want their home to always smell like something was, being baked in their home. By using straight vanilla, or they just absolutely love it like I do. They love vanilla scents. So it's hard for me to find the wax melts. They're always scobbed up. If I don't get there just on the day when somebody might be working that aisle and filling all of the individual slots for all the different fragrances from all the different companies in Walmart, if I'm not there, but I never know when that's going to be. I don't know what they're doing from day to day. But if I just happen to strike it lucky, that's when I got to grab more than one or two at a time, because it goes so fast and it takes time for them to replenish it a lot. Sometimes it could take a month, over a month, 2 months before they'll replenish it. But even out of my area, like I'm telling you, it's very hard. People in my neck of the woods, they love vanilla. I know my one sister-in-law, not that I'm close with them, even though I'm married to my husband over 30-some years, she loves vanilla. She loves anything with vanilla. She'll buy, wax melts, candles, votives, a lot of vanilla stuff she uses. Now, she ain't a hoarder like me, but what I'm saying is she bounces around from one company next within reason of price, including mainstays from Walmart, because I've seen it in the past in her home, or my husband would tell me. But he said his sister had candles going when he went in the house or something. But she's a big vanilla lover. She's not a person that bounces around with other types of fragrances like I do, and tries this, tries that, all kind of fragrances in different companies. She basically stays the vanilla and black cherry. They're her things. So but she's no big time wax fanatic like I am. But she just has it in there because she wants to smell something instead of um she likes her home to smell nice without going to the extent that I go to. But yeah, so that was the vanilla. And that's everything I have for everyone right now. And I'm going to get this bag that we refilled it back up with the video. This is going out for the trash man. That includes the 3 candles that I showed you at the beginning of the video. They're in there too, because I don't need the jars for anything. So that's everything I have right now. And eventually there'll be another wax melt empties some time from now, and I'll have some more candle empties at that time, because like I said, the paraffin takes longer to burn up. I can keep going 24 hours a day. It doesn't look like hardly anything is missing from the jars, the levels, as I'm burning it. But in some ways it's a good thing, because it's not like you're especially if you're on a budget, if you're budgeting and you can't afford to be picking candles up as often as I do, or wax melts as often as I do. You want a candle that's going to last for some time, even if you are burning it every day. Definitely go with paraffin. If you're a person that isn't worried about a budget, well then you don't have nothing to worry about. You just go out and buy like I do, and that's it. But anyway, budget meaning budget meaning that you stick to 2 candles a month, or a candle a month, or something like that in your spending. Me, I just go when hubby says let's go shopping, or I say let's go shopping, we go shopping. So but I did try to cut down on a lot of candle storing a lot of candles, especially a lot of Yankee Candle in the past, buying a lot and stuff like that through sales and even glitches. I just can't hoard them all like I did before. I can't. I just can't hoard that. And like I say, I'm going through a lot of old wax melts too, current ones, but also old stuff. I dig it out every now and then when I visit that room. It's starting to look a lot better. But no, I cannot go and do what I did before. Not because of finances. I just can't do it because I started having anxiety attacks looking at it. At first it was all fun and games, but then after a while, oh God, I started having anxiety like you wouldn't believe. And I thought, I got to get this mess cleaned up. I got to just get through this stuff. So I did get through a lot. That was some good time ago. So now when I go to stores, I limit myself, and I don't be buying candles every single store I go in. That's what I mean by limiting myself. I pick up only what I like, or what I know is I know what I want to say here. Tried and tested. I'll go to that. But even that, I cannot hoard a lot. I start panicking anymore. The older I get, I start panicking. So I keep a couple at a time. And there are some that I still have in the back room, but not as much as I had. But a lot of that is false scents that I went through in some boxes, and I'm saving some for this coming fall to use them up, and then hopefully I won't have nothing back there except for wax melts in boxes, decorative boxes. I don't have them tossed in some box that, just an ordinary everyday box that you bring home from a supermarket, or a box that you kept, from something in the mail. No. I had the decorative boxes I bought in Michael's and places, in Dollar General. Those I have my wax melts in, but yeah. But I really worked hard to get those candles down, because I have tons of them in there. But I only have enough now, towards this coming fall gear, and then anything I might buy in the meantime, but not too much. I cannot go into that again. No way. I'll be losing my mind for sure. Because my husband, he'll buy me whatever, basically I want, as long as he can afford it. But no, I just don't want to head in that direction no more. So that's about it for now. So if you enjoyed this video, thumbs it up. And if you're just watching me for the first time, hit that subscribe and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, whether it's wax melt and candle empties, whether it's reviews, whether it's grocery hauls, whatever it be, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. You won't miss out as long as you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So everyone, have a blessed Easter this weekend, and I hope you get to spend time with your family, friends, maybe go to a couple Easter egg hunts if you're not holding one yourself, for grandchildren, children, nieces, nephews, whatever. And I am gonna be heading out tomorrow. On Saturday, I'm gonna be heading out of the house because I haven't been out of it since I was sick. I was in here the entire time. I have not been out of this door. My husband has to go. He has, because he had to go to work, but not me. I've been here. And even when he brought stuff home, like I said in the beginning of this video, he brought stuff home to eat and things like that. I was not with him. I've been in his house, and I'm at the point where if I don't get out of here, now that I feel better, I'm going to climb these walls. I need to go see the outside world, as they say. So tomorrow I'm going to be heading out to the stores, and we're going to be looking for some ham for Easter, so we have something to eat on Easter Day, because most places are closed, or in very little of what is open. They're only open for a limited time, where people have reservations to go out and eat at, family dining type of places, something like that. But we don't do that. We're going to be in home. So we got to track down some ham tomorrow. And also some potatoes. I don't know if we're going to get sweets or regulars, whatever. We're going to get some kind of potatoes, some ham, a few other vegetables, a little bit of stuffing, because my husband loves stuffing. He don't care, what holiday or not holiday it is. He likes stuffing. So we're going to get some stuffing, some ham, some potatoes, a couple other vegetables, some kind of a dessert. I don't know if we're going to get cheesecake or carrot cake, since it's Easter. My husband loves carrot cake. He loves it where people really put a lot of walnuts in there and the raisins in the carrot cake. And we don't need a huge one. We're only 2 people here. Have a piece for dessert, and also maybe for a day or 2 later, or even if he takes it to work or something. But that's what we're going to have, and hopefully, I won't come out of the store with any wax, but we'll see what happens, everyone. All right, until then, everyone, be good, be kind, keep your spirit up, enjoy your Easter, and I'll talk to you real soon in another video. So long, everyone. Happy Easter. Bye-bye.